The pay cuts start next month. The
Not
Treasury
surprisingly,
Department
Feinberg's enthusiasm for his pay plan is not much shared by people on Wall Street. There, the general sentiment seems to be that top talent will lead the country qualifying for recovery, trying to pay back the federal bailout fund.
And they lost situational awareness.
Cutting pay for the executives at the companies that got bailout.
Noise. Noise is all around us. It distracts us. Noise keeps us from focusing. It keeps us from working to solve problems. Problems in our schools. Problems like, how do we help students stay in school? How do we help them prepare for jobs, for life? Keeping students in school requires new thinking, a new way of doing what school has done for centuries. Educate.
What I envision is our students sitting across the table with their teachers, their fellow teachers, with their teachers, and them having a dialogue about the teachers telling them exactly what they need. I'm having trouble getting my students to understand this particular concept. I envision teachers and students at the same table, but in some cases the roles switching, where the teacher becomes the learner and the student becomes the teacher.
Basically, you were able to take them out of everyday life and immerse them in an environment that is completely different. And if you do that, you can pretty much, they can grow their imaginations, they can learn about anything that is programmed into it.
Students serve as the judge in this rich, interactive environment. Has it expanded our horizons?
Just, I can't even describe how I feel like kids would do in this kind of classroom, in this kind of learning environment, and be allowed to learn the way that Grady was allowed to learn with this technology.
There are classrooms in the Fort Bragg region that are connecting in an extraordinary way, bringing the world to our students.
Within an if statement that says that if the button is pressed, then one of the booleans is true.
Teachers have traded chalk for an interactive classroom to bring dimension to their lessons more than ever before. Trading a flat lesson plan for a 3D object and a business expert via a smartboard engages our educators and, more importantly, our students.
So what type of projects are y'all working on?
One of our premier projects is the new Western Elementary School, which we really hope to be a net zero school, which will actually generate more electricity.
With generous funding from the Department of Labor, the Golden Leaf Foundation, and the state of North Carolina, our public school system in the Fort Bragg region has become an interactive test bed for leading-edge technology paired with business partners and focused learning in an enhanced technology classroom setting.
On graduation, but also they are providing our teachers with a tool that they can use in the classroom that is interactive, engaging, and easy to use. This is win-win for Richmond County Schools.
When students become aware of how easily technology can enhance a math lesson, a science project, or a drafting class, learning suddenly becomes second nature.
It's not about the technology. It's about resources and providing the teachers with a new classroom tool as they engage the students in a more interactive learning environment. Bringing state-of-the-art resources into the classroom enriches the learning experience for our students today and prepares them to be more productive workers in the future.
Keeping the lesson plans engaging with purpose and relevancy only raises the bar for the entire Fort Bragg region and perhaps the entire state. Local community colleges, four-year colleges, and universities will compete for talented students who have relevant experience, problem-solving skills, and know the value of using converging technology. Businesses want to hire skilled workers. Let's deliver a world-class workforce. Does our public school system have what it takes to start this education revolution? Almost 1 million of us in the region will watch it happen.
Our regional STEM program is using innovative technologies that are breaking down the walls of a traditional classroom and allowing teachers to bring in subject matter experts and business leaders into their classrooms virtually to interact with students. These classrooms are connecting our high schools with community colleges and universities through a distributed learning network. Interacting with three-dimensional visual learning objects that are suspended in the classroom is an exciting way for students to learn. But when you combine all of the resources that are available today, the result is a highly effective blended learning environment that allows students and assists students in understanding difficult concepts, but also, and more importantly, it allows them to explore, progress, and learn at their own pace. Our vision in the Fort Bragg region is to ensure that we're giving our teachers and our students the tools and the resources that they need to ensure that our 21st century workforce is competitive in a global economy.
Dynamic learning experiences create a curiosity in students to share classroom content with a friend or a parent. Most importantly, more students like yours clamor for the same experience. There's no app for that. What we've learned about the digital divide is bringing us together. We finally see the viral nature of brilliant ideas and can cross the divide together, preparing the landscape for change. Let's make sure we promise never to look back, focusing on the future of our students and the interactive tools to reach them in a way they understand will help us overcome the challenges of a changing future. So, are you one in a million who think we should be doing more? Can we afford not to?
Education in North Carolina had its start in country schoolhouses just like this one. North Carolina made a promise to her citizens back in the 1800s that each child would have an opportunity for an education. Today, we are keeping our promise. My goal is for every child, everywhere in North Carolina, to graduate ready to succeed in any career, anywhere in the world. We're making yesterday's classrooms come to life with 21st century technology as we set higher standards for our students. That's how we're moving our public schools forward and keeping the promise that North Carolina made centuries ago.